Do. Okay. Time to start off with preheating the oven till 350. So, welcome to my stream. This lipstick is just not the right shade for this dress. I was looking for a tan one, and I forgot that this one's a lot more red. So, here we go. Today I am doing vintage recipes. Well, actually, technically now it's antique. The 50s are 70 years ago. So I'm going to be doing a traditional 50s style meal. And almost all of it is going to be quite threatening, to be honest. The only thing that's not threatening was suggested by one of my former patrons, and it got voted on, and that was during a time where I wasn't really streaming that much, so I didn't really get around to it, but it fits perfectly with the theme, so I thought, why not? And after this week, I am going to be doing healthy streams, because as good as my food is, I put tons of butter and cheese and everything, and that's not really good for you when I gained 10 pounds in 2 weeks, so yeah. Yep. So after my affiliate stream, it's all going to be healthy vegetables, vegetarian, vegan, and lots of fun stuff. Hey Veronica, thanks for tuning in for a little bit. See, I did my hair like all curled and housewifey, so yeah. So anywho, see what I mean? Ew. Anywho, so yeah. So I'm going to start off with getting the meatloaf ready. I'm going to be using these cast iron pans, which I'm going to heat up in the oven first while it's preheated. So I cut my hair. Looks great from the front, eh? Apparently not so much from the back, according to my mom. So I can't really see the back of my head, so I don't have to care that much. So yeah, I am going to mix up the meatloaf first. Then, oh yeah, I also have to put on the kettle for the salad, which is PMS salad. It's called PMS salad because it's the initials of some people on my dad's side of the family who really like this salad, and it's a funny, acronym. It's a salad that we serve at dinner for Christmas and Easter, Christmas in July, Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's basically a dessert, but somehow it made it into the side dishes years and years and years ago. So it's basically crushed pineapple with cottage cheese and that's jellied, and then on top is strawberry slices and strawberries. So I'm going to use my trusty butt pan for this, because we're doing a vintage meal, and what is Jell-O salad if it's not in something ridiculous? So I'm going to get the kettle on for that. And hopefully it will set before I'm done everything else. But yeah, a way to get Jell-O to cool faster, it's on the box, is to stir in ice cubes with it. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Shag, for another 10 gifted subscriptions. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Thank you so much. You're way too kind. You're way too kind to streamers. You're so wonderful. Thank you. I don't even know all these people. Wow, well, I hope they stop by. So that's really cool. Thank you again so much. Okay, so my dog just snorted at that. He's like, oh, why are you giving your subscription? So for the first one, since my dad couldn't find pineapple Jell-O, he got orange. So yeah, again, thank you so much. Wow. Let's see. So for the first part of the salad, I'm going to mix cottage cheese and crushed pineapple together in the bundt pan because I do not like using multiple dishes, and especially since I'm making 4 different things today. So one of the most used tools in the 50s was a can opener. So canned foods became very, very popular due to the Industrial Revolution, as well as the wars that happened, as a way to basically have preserved foods that were mass produced and that could travel and keep well. So a lot of advertising went on for these canned products. And many vintage cookbooks are based on, oh my gosh, thank you for the 1,000 bits, Shag. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, you're going to make me blush. Goodness gracious. Wow, thank you so much. So so a lot of these companies came up with these cookbooks, which basically were made by people who hate food for whatever reason, because it's like or just like they just wanted to sell a product. They weren't really making a cookbook, so they would come up with anything that they could to put in cans. So yeah, so you ended up with all these like strange recipes and such that are actually, you know, they're not as bad as you would say. This is, I don't know where this Jello thing came from, but I absolutely love it, despite how cursed it might seem. It's threatening, it's not cursed. We will get into cursed very shortly. So I'm actually going to be putting on some eggs for the loaves, for the meatloaf. Because, like I said, today, my mom suggested putting putting eggs in the meatloaf because that's what they used to do back in the day. There, now do some ASMR. Do ASMR with what I'm making. Oh, I thought those. Okay. Here's 1,000 eggs for you. Yeah, so, bro, this was a mistake. ASMR makes me cringe. Yeah. So, my mom suggested putting eggs in this because that's what they would do back in the day. And since you line it up so each slice gets a bit of egg, it's a long egg. That's in fact what long eggs were invented for. It's a specific dish in Europe, and that's where they make the long egg. So my mom suggested this. So today you get long egg inside beef sweats. So thank you, Mom, for that. So it's 3 eggs per pan. I believe I'm going to only be doing it. I'll be doing 2 pans. So yeah, beef long eggs and beef sweats. So 6 eggs. I'm going to keep those out because I'm going to be using those for the pudding that I'm making to fill with fish's pudding for cream puffs. So yeah, ASMR makes me cringe too, especially like those things where it's like ear licking ASMR, and I'm like, oh, this is just not, no. I know what this is. No. Okay, so I got my pineapple in there, so now I'm going to put in my cottage cheese. So that's together at least. Oh, my ex just messaged me to tell me buying a car this weekend and he's approved. Okay, cool. He always like messages me when I'm streaming and I'm just like, and then like gets annoyed about it. I'm like, bruh, stop it. Not that I mind talking to him, he's a good dude and everything, but it's like, why didn't you respond? I'm like, I'm streaming though. Alright, so nice and cottage cheesy pineapple-y goodness. I'll be putting this in the big container. So I'm going to scoop that because you want that nice and pineapple-y all throughout that. Long egg and beef sweats together at last. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty freaking cursed. Maybe this is why I'm cursed, Veronica. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna run the store, BRB. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna put the orange jello in there. And get a cup of boiling water. And give it a stir. So I'm going to wait till it's dissolved, but I'm not going to add any cold water because there's enough liquid in this pan for it to just set that way. And it's already cold, so there we go. Dissolve that. Oh, hi Dazzles. Long beef egg sweats, oh my. And salad. It's jellied. Yes, glad you like that. Oh shoot, so I went out to the store, so I totally forgot to update the emoticons. But they will be there. If not tomorrow, at least before the affiliate stream on Tuesday. Okay, so that's set. I'm going to pour that in my pineapple cheese mixture. I swear this is good. I swear it is good. This looks like vomit. Alright, so I'm actually going to have to set this before I put in the second layer, which is strawberries and strawberry jello, because otherwise it will just blend into one mass. And I'm sure it would taste good, but we want it to be separate so we get that nice layered effect. I love all your different clothes. Aw, thank you. Well, I've decided to, like, get away from just streaming in pajamas, so I decided, you know, I have this vintage dress, I will use that, you know? Alright. I'll put my jello cup over there, put this back in there, and we're going to wait for that to set in the fridge. Also going to put away the cottage cheese because I don't need that anymore. Okay, so next on the docket is well, the eggs are cooking. Isn't that like monkey bun pudding? I don't know. It's called PMS salad. At least that's what my family calls it. It's cottage cheese, pineapple juice, and pineapple jello, but we couldn't find pineapple jello, so it's orange jello. Then when that sets, we put sliced strawberries and then just clear strawberry jello on top, and it comes out. I should have done the strawberry jello first, because it's supposed to be on top, but oh well, it'll work out anyways. Tana salad, yum. So fruit salad, yeah. So next I'm going to get working on the beef. for this. And I'm only cooking the eggs to a soft boil so that they won't get overcooked when they're baked in the beef sweat. I might need a bigger bowl for this. Can't use the old vintage ceramic. So, yeah, I have ground pork and ground beef, onions, and mustard powder and some ginger and allspice that I'm going to use for the flavoring. For the sauce that I also put in is going to be mustard powder, ketchup, and brown sugar. So first I'm going to chop up some onion because that's the only vegetable we're going to put in. Usually my dad will put in like some frozen peas, carrots, and corn. But that wasn't traditional, so we're just going with the onion today. Oh, it's supposed to be diced. Okay, so when dicing, so this is dinner you're preparing today or lunch? Oh, wait, it's dinner because you got to work. No, I don't actually work tonight. I only got one shift, which was yesterday, and I'll find out my schedule probably tomorrow. So today it's just, I'm just cooking it, I guess, for lunch or dinner or what have you. Whenever it's ready, it's ready. It's the only thing I'm going to eat today. Meatloaf. Yeah, so, so for this, I'm just going to dice the onion. So when dicing, I keep the root attached. When slicing, I do not. Ooh, that's boo. I starstruck it. Yeah. Yeah. When I said I made affiliate to my boss, he's like, oh, so do you only like want to work once a week then? Like, are you going to be busy with your screen share? Won't interfere. I'm like, oh, honey, you guys are my real job. This is a hobby. I mean, like, sure, it'd be nice if it could be like a real job, and I love the support I'm getting, but I also really, really do enjoy my job serving, and it doesn't really interfere with my streaming schedule, really. Yeah, so there you go, and like diced, that's it. Your job needs to give you more hours to make more money that you deserve. Yeah, they're really slow recently, and to be honest, I'm very lucky that I still have my job because I was off for about a month and a half on like very short notice, so they're really good, and business is picking up now, so I will be getting more hours because I'm one of their favorite servers to have around. So, I mean, I won a performance award for my work on their training app, and I won a performance award there when I wasn't even at work for a month and a half, so... And since yeah. All right. So I'm going to put that in with the beef and see if that's enough or if I need to do another onion. Onion. So I have my lean ground pork here. Oh shoot, I forgot to trim my nails. Oh well, I'm gonna have beef nails. I'm just gonna shove that in there. And then I have my medium ground beef. Beef gives it a very meaty flavor, and the pork gives it more juiciness. Professional. Okay, wow, that's amazing. Professional chef watching. I am doing okay. Yeah. So here we go. Loaf. Judging by the amount, I'm going to do another onion. So I'm just going to quickly do my thing. So the red you see on ground beef and most meats in the grocery store is actually dye because it looks better, because freshly cut meat turns brown within a couple hours actually when exposed to air. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just we've been conditioned to think that red meat means fresh. You cook like 5-star restaurant, but for your household. That's amazing. Yeah, well, it's what I enjoy doing, and I'm glad I have people who enjoy my food. So that's nice. Always. Well, hey, if I can make a meatloaf that could be served in a 5-star restaurant, I think I am doing pretty well for myself. If I can make a long egg appetizing to you guys, I have done my job. But yeah, you know, if I'm ever, when I've lived with people or like I live with my parents, I really just enjoy cooking in general. So, I mean, that's why I made a career out of it. It's certainly not for the money. Yeah, I always do my best. I always think, you know, if I'm making something like what can I do, I actually find it harder to think of simpler meals or like fast, quick meals, because I'm like, but I could do this and I could add this and I could add that. So, yeah. Anyways, how are you doing today? Eddie. ASMR very appearing appetite. Well, Shag redeemed that and he was like, oh my god, I hate this. I don't like ASMR. I'm like, that's the point. Because I did it with like macaroni once when I made that. I was like, so. So now I got the onions in there. I'm going to add my spices. So, and other ingredients. So this was actually done by accident. Ooh, that exploded. This was, oh, it's on the floor. Goodness. This was done by accident by my dad, because there's a glaze that goes on top of the recipe that he had. And so he actually put it in the meatloaf instead, but it turned out really, really nice and flavorful. So that's what I'm going to do. ASMR time. All right, my eggs are done boiling, so I'm going to let them sit for about 15 minutes. Normally I go for 20 for a hard-boiled egg, but it's going to be encased in a bunch of meat and baked for like an hour, so no. I'm going to put some eggs in here for richness and to add stability, and I may need a bigger bowl. Oh well. Well, I'm just relaxing. The weekend taking nice slow. The week was crazy, so yeah, we got hit with 5 inches of snow. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. We actually, we got snowed, but it wasn't that bad, and it's really sunny out, so it's melting. So I can only add 4 because the cream puffs I'm doing call for more. Oh my gosh, we're going to need to get more eggs now, aren't we? So that's that for the eggs for now. Now I'm going to add some of my special mix, which is hemp hearts, chia seeds, brewer's yeast, flax meal, oats, and some other stuff. So it has a lot of protein, omega-3s. It's very, very good for you. Very, very good for you. The only thing I have an issue with is that if you add too much, it makes whatever you're eating very bitter. But if you don't add too much, you can't even taste it. There we go. And that will help bind it together as well. I'm going to add some steel cut oats as well for flavor and texture and to help hold it together. Hey fish, I'll have to lurk for now, but you wanted to say hi? Awesome. Well, thank you for popping by and thank you for lurking. It's good to see you. Thank you for the suggestion all those while back on my Patreon. So I'm going to be doing that today. And my parents are very excited. We love cream puffs. My Aunt Shirley in Newfoundland makes the best cream puffs ever. So, salt, mustard, ginger, and allspice. Okay, so I'm going to get a bigger bowl because that is just way too big. Way too much stuff. So I'm going to get a big bowl here and do a little transfer into it. Then I'm going to do some non-channel point reward ASMR. Because, yeah, this is what happens when dealing with ground beef by hand. Oh, I have to do pepper into it. Can't forget pepper. Maybe a little bit of cayenne. Ugh. Grinding pepper for this much is just too much for me, but maybe I'll just serve it. Dazzle. Starting Monday, we'll be in high 50s all the way into March 21st. So I think it's our last night today is our last of the snow. You say that, but I still believe it's false spring for us. Okay. There we go. ASMR time. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be freezing some of this. Oh goodness. So squishy, squishy, squishy. I hope the snow is done. I hurt my arm in a sling because of stupid ice 2 days before Valentine's Day. So yes, I'm ready for spring. Oh, I friggin' hear you. I'm excited to do some gardening. Grow some vegetables and herbs. So, yeah. That'll be good. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside until the eggs are done so I can form the loaf with the eggs in it. So next I'm just going to work on like the other stuff and just have it ready to go. Because I'll be doing the cream puffs and like pudding and all that later. I can actually to do the pudding now. I want to do the creamed beets that I'm doing after because it will stain the cutting board. I don't know how to cook, but I never get the opportunity to, but I always wash and put away the dishes. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I cook and sometimes put away the dishes. Okay, so that's a pretty simple recipe. So I just add all the ingredients in the pot, except for the milk, and slowly add the milk as I cook down everything else. All right, sounds good. Going to get a small bowl to whisk some of those ingredients together. So it's 2 egg yolks, some vanilla, salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, milk, sugar, and flour. So I'm just gonna whisk all those together there, except for the butter, which I'm just gonna put in the pan. Directly. Move that over there. And use this pan here for that. So it says, actually no, I'll put in the butter at the end because it adds a nice sheen to it. I'm gonna separate my eggs. That is a small yolk. Give it a little whisk. Hey, those are white eggs. I want to see more dino eggs. Oh my gosh, yeah. This evening it's the Three Stooges black and white TV show every Saturday with your kids. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Aw, that's sweet. But I'm sure it might get a little tiring at times to watch the same thing over and over. So, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Or is it 1/4? I think that's a 3. Yeah, a lot of sugar for pudding. A little bit of vanilla. Ooh, that's a lot of vanilla. I also might like reduce some of the no, salt. Salt actually enhances the flavor of sugar. Flour is 1/3 of a cup. Okay. That's needs a bit of milk. I want some cornbread or monkey bread. Now I want sweets. The beef sweet. Well, actually, beef sweats came about because of beef sweets, funnily enough. Because I misread what people were saying to me. Because everyone's saying beef sweets, and I was like, beef sweats? And my friend Jamie misread it as beef sweats, too. I'm like, oh, that sounds horrible. Apparently the meat sweats are actually a thing. If you eat too much meat, you will get the meat sweats. So, fun fact, I guess. Alright. So, of course it's not working now. Okay. I'm just going to put that on low heat. Get the spatula and spin that in. Eat too much beef and you get the beef sweats. That's an interesting fun fact. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, it's an actual thing. It is an actual thing. It's not just a horrible joke that I say. Alright, 3 minutes till the eggs are done. I'll run them under cold water and then I'll peel them because peeling eggs is just so much excitement for all of us. See, all that's left for that is I need to heat it until it's thick and smooth. The other ones, water, eggs, flour. So yeah, it's basically choux paste for the cream puff, so yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that after. Do that when I'm actually going to bake them, which will probably be the last thing I do. Oh, welcome back, Veronica. Good to see you. Okay. So, yeah. What do I do next? I'll do the sauce for the meatloaf next, because that's, I can just make that and set it for today. I don't get that hedgehog yet. Okay. So, ASMR time, guys. Oh, don't want that getting Do you like that sound, Mama? Alright, so more ketchup because this glaze is fantastic, and not only do you bake it with it on it, it's so good on this side. Okay, don't mind. That's a lot of ketchup for meatloaf. Not enough ketchup. We use barbecue. Oh! Okay, so I'm going to drain my eggs and then I'm going to peel them once they're cold. So, yeah, I use it to glaze the top of the meatloaf, but I also use it as like dipping sauce, and it's really good, and we always end up going through so much of it when we do meatloaf, so I figured, yeah, why not? So, I'm going to put a lot of ground mustard in here. Come here, come on. A little bit of salt. And a little bit of ginger, not much though. And then brown sugar. Oh, that actually sounds really yum. Yeah. Hi, Ben. We keep eating ketchup for meatloafs 5 years back. Ben just barbecue. Okay. Ketchup on sloppy joes with sweet onion. Okay. What? Oh. So, brown sugar, your famous meatloaf slice. Okay. Not even sloppy joe, we just mix out a can called Manwich. Oh goodness. I haven't done sloppy joes in a while. But, you know, it's sort of like chili, but more barbecue-y. So yeah, while I'm heating up the pudding, I'm going to be adding milk and Nutella to it. You know, Nutella's the good stuff, right? Awesome. I'll just turn that over there so you can see it. There we go. I'm just going to heat that up, slowly incorporate it, and then as it cooks, since it's a roux, it will thicken. So it's like a sweet bechamel sauce, basically. Since it's flour, butter, and milk with additives. So awesome. Any woodles. I'm going to mix that together. Oh, we use Manwich as a base, but just stewed with ketchup and onion and sugar. It's definitely not healthy, but it's yummy. The vinegar and the ketchup gives it tang. Ketchup is life. It's just ketchup here is expensive, so we had to cut it out like sugar and gave it up 9 years ago. Ketchup used to be life. I know how to make ketchup, actually. It's pretty easy. Spices, vinegar, tomatoes, sugar, and you cook it down a lot, and then you blend it and strain it. Perfect. All right. There we go. Yeah, me too. That's why after affiliate day, we're doing all healthy food for a month, at least. Oh, the dough is not setting. That's disappointing. Alright, I think I've added enough Nutella to this pudding. Yeah. Very good though. Very, very tasty. And again, Nutella is one of my weaknesses. I ate an entire jar and drank a liter of cherry Coke while listening to the audiobook of Harry Potter 5. What? Yeah, I eat a ton of salt. Personally, it's just part of my blood, I say. Okay, so for the top of the thing, I'm going to cut up some strawberries because, as I said, once I use the beets, everything's going to be stained, so yeah. And just add a little more milk to the pudding and heat it up. Once it thickens, that will be done, and I will chill it. Harry Potter. I don't know if it's true, but she started making more books. Yeah, she's been doing more books, like, but not all of it's Harry Potter. A lot of it's been other stuff, so we shall see. I know, aren't strawberries the best? I'm just going to pick out the ones that are going a little bit more over because that's good for sticking in a Jello. Okay. There we go. I really hope that Jello sets. It looks like soup. Okay, I'm just gonna keep those tops out of the Jello. I actually know how to make roses with them that look really nice, but you know. Slicey, slicey. The strawberries were like the least cursed thing in the movie. I just don't like the come to life like movies like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Oh god. I've never actually seen that movie. Okay, so I'm just going to put those here and into the fridge until the Jello sets for the other one. If I had room, I'd put it in the freezer. Alright, it's egg peeling time. Y'all remember from when I did deviled eggs? This is exciting. Hey Lane! Hey wifey, it's good to see you again. Hi Chaos. Good to see you as well. Ooh, now it's a party. We got the party. Alright. So since boiling eggs isn't as interesting as my lovely face, hey everybody. So since there's more people here, I wanted to say that I opened up getting a beef sweat pin to all tiers on my Patreon. So the tier 1 is the kitchen help tier. It's $5 Canadian a month, so I don't think that's a bad deal. You get access to my recipes on Discord, although I do not provide instructions because that's a lot of work to write everything out. But you get to vote on stuff that people suggest, and if you do sign up for my $5 Canadian Patreon, you will get a beef sweats pin in the mail. So it's something to consider, and and rewards and my Snapchat. So if you guys, if that's something that interests you, feel free to head on over to Patreon for that. Also, as you all know, if you're part of my Discord, that we will be having affiliate party day on Tuesday. Lots of fun. You'll get a full cookbook tour. I'll do a traditional recipe from Newfoundland that you probably haven't heard of, called Fish and Brews, as well as whatever's in my pantry. I will also be hosting Board Game Online, as well as a personalized Cards Against Humanity deck to our silly and jokes. I saw space, doggo. Oh, the dog, yeah. Yes, we have somebody sniffing around looking for things that are dropping. Oh, forgot to stir the pudding. Can't have that. Alright, so I'm just going to turn the pudding on low because I keep forgetting about it even though it's right here. Oh, and then I unceremoniously ended up with it on the stovetop. So I have to whip that up. I forgot the doggo name. I just call it Wiener Dog. He's a Chihuahua. His name's Eddie. Edward Bartholomew. I work on Tuesday. It's going to be shit. Oh. Yeah. I wish you the best chaos. I really do. Okay, gotta wash my hands because they're all sticky with Nutella. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Tuesday's gonna be fun. Tomorrow's going to, yeah, you got this, son. You got this, Z. So tomorrow we're gonna be doing a vegan brunch with avocado toast and Caesar and spring salad because I'm trying to eat healthier. I swear I won't put cheese in it. We don't have the right kind of cheese for it. That's why if we have blue cheese, maybe I would. Anyways. These eggs are coming apart pretty badly. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't want to be long eggs. I'm pretty sure the eggs are pretty horrified at what they are going to become. Yeah. Most of that egg just came off. Oh, well. Such is life with peeling eggs. My eyes are so blue. You know, I like this haircut, but it kind of makes my face look fat. And for people who didn't see, I apparently butchered the back of it. So, there we go. But, you know, y'all get to look at me from the front, right? Alright. So yes, peeling eggs. Great. What are you guys eating today? Anything interesting? Rocket peeling eggs, yumshous, dumptious, scrimbly delicious. Well, they're going to be turned into long eggs and I'm going to threaten you with them. So, be warned. You've been warned. Well, it's not the official long eggs, but I will lay them out in a long way. It's actually kind of just chilling here waiting for dinner to cook. Oh. Just, you know, it's kind of funny because I was talking, this was years ago, so I worked with this guy named Pat who was new, and I was talking with one of my friends, and she's like, oh, you work with Long Pat? I'm like, I guess he's kind of tall, but that's kind of a weird way to say it. And she'd actually said blonde Pat. I'm like, Long Pat, like, to call a person long, I don't know, it sounds kind of weird. I've managed 3 eggs, and they all look horrible. Redeemed doggo on cam. Okay, Veronica. I haven't had water in my... I've had watermelon. My stomach hasn't rebelled yet. Ooh, I do love watermelon. Okay, so he's not around the area where he lets me pick him up. So here we go. Doggo and cam time. Hi, Eddie. Come on. Say hi to chat. He's like, oh, no. You want donkey? He is not impressed. Well, there you go, doggo and cam. First for Dean. Yep. Bonjour, comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Caitlin. Comment ça va? Okay, 3 more eggs to peel. I'm just hoping one of these looks nice. Oh well. I might end up with actually more than 2 loaves, but might freeze the meat to do another time. It would also be good in like pasta sauce or something, I guess. Ugh. Nope, this egg's not working too. The eggs are too fresh. Fresh eggs do not peel very well. Why do you need to learn French before you come visit? We don't really speak French in Ontario. The most I use it for in Ontario is the fact that I don't need to turn around the cereal box to read what it says, or the nutrition information to read what it says in the grocery store, if it's in French, if the French side is facing us. Hello, I'll speak French to you if you like. Aw, aren't you cute? One more egg. These are absolutely mangled. Mangled. You're cute. You're cute. You know you're cute too. Okay, so I'm gonna just deal with this. Okay. So here's our eggs. So my oven's been preheating for a while, so the cast iron pans I have in are going to be hot. So I'm going to use a spoon to spoon the meat mixture into them. And then I'm going to lay the eggs and produce a long egg. I know English, very little Spanish, and Estonia want to learn more. Yes, I know Russian and French and English. Okay. So this will give a nice even crisp crust on the pan. Hope the cooking goes well. Have to bop out for a business meeting today. Okay, well, I will see you later. Have a good business meeting, Lane. So I have my meat. And my spoon. They seem pretty cooked through. Oh well. Good luck. Pupper! Yes, it is Pupper. He smells the meat. Cooking. We like the meat, but it is not for doggies. I know. But what if it was for doggies? But it's not. Taste the meat, not the heat. Alright, time to lay our eggies in there. So, this is long egg. Alright, I gotta go for now. I'll catch you later, Sprocket. All the wonderful, beautiful human beings have a safe and blessed day. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a blessed day too. So yes, you've experienced long egg in person now. Not the proper long egg that's super threatening or super cursed, but yes, long egg and beef sweats. Now we cover the egg in the meat. I like describing things this way. I am so creepy, and it is great. Now we bury it so that when it hatches, it will be nice and warm and learn to claw its way out on its own. Long egg hatching. That sounds horrible. I love it. I do the same thing. When I made meatloaf the other day, I kept calling it meat log. Oh god, meat log. Oh my god, make a meatloaf and dress it up like a Yule log for Christmas. We have sealed the long egg. It has now been sealed. It is sealed. The sealing ceremony has begun. Pipe some mashed potatoes over and toast it so it looks like bark. Yes, that's a great idea. The Christmas meat log. Yeah, thing is, I'll probably say, oh, let's freeze one, and then we'll probably eat it in like less than a day, so, you know. That's a lot of work. So, you add vegetables to meatloaf, not just for flavoring and like texture, but the vegetables actually help make sure the meatloaf isn't dry, and they add moisture to it, making it soft and tender. If you don't add vegetables to meatloaf, it will be very dry. Fun fact. The second sealing ceremony. This Eddie. Ow! He bit me. It's just because he's not supposed to, like, eat onions and stuff, but he's not eating the onions, but it's like, stop it. Stop it now. Praise be to egg. Praise be. So these actually used up a fair amount of it, of the meat, so who knows? Maybe I won't need to freeze any of it. He snorted at me. He's not impressed. Like, why don't I get any of this? I'm like, I don't know, because you're a dog. And also the onions will hurt you. Silly. I love him, though. He's my little brother. We just tease each other. Anyone want to redeem some eggs for some ASMR? Anyone want to redeem their channel points for some ASMR? He is cute. So yeah, I guess that made 2 loaves. That's nice. Yeah, he is cute. Okay. So, sealed loaf. Yes, that is going to be on our list of cursed foods. Anyways, even though nobody redeemed the channel point reward for it, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to. Okay, there you go. That was disturbing. Okay. So I'm going to put these loaves in the oven to complete the sealing ceremony and send the egg back to hell from whence it came. And I forgot about the pudding again. Okay. Oh, right, I have to put the glaze on it. I'm just going to check on the pudding again. Are you slapping your meat? Yes, I am. I don't have enough doggo orders, or I would have. The pudding's actually turning out very well, despite me forgetting about it 3 times. So, just gonna give it a little stir. And a little whisk. And I'm going to put that in a container to set. This is official brand name Tupperware, and it's great. It's older than me. So Nutella pudding is just going to need to cool down and it should be good to go. I will also give my father the important job of licking the spatula. Important job incoming. Nutella pudding. What do you think? Awesome. All right. Okay. So into the fridge you go, dog. I have tuna salad and crackers. Yum. I sit down and eat peanut butter and crackers sometime. Yes, dog cam, Doge. Doge cam. So, yeah, so no pigeon cam for us, but we have Doge cam. Alright, so now I'm going to glaze my meat with special sauce. You see how much sauce I have left over? That's because I slather it on every single slice I eat. And if this is horrible for you, but that's so yum. ADHD hellscape brain. Yep. Yep, that's pretty much all of us almost. That's why we have Ben to keep us in line. Alright. I'm going to check this after an hour, I think. Okay. So next we do the beets. I realized I just got a bunch of raw meat on this, so this is going in the dish. Beets. I can't even dress myself without going off task. Well, I wonder why that is. Sorry. I'm the worst. Okay. There we go, that's all cleaned up. So now we're going to do cream beets, which my mom suggested to me because she hated them. And thinks that maybe I can make them delicious. So who knows? I feel weird about it. But hey, you never know. Time to get dressed goes on adventure. The essence of naked posing. You're not sorry, Sprocket. No, I'm not. I am so not sorry. I am not sorry beyond belief. Bonk. Egg gel. Okay, so I'm going to get a big pan for this. Don't normally bust out the bigger pans in this house. But today we do. going to do cream beets with sour cream and horseradish, and I don't know what else. Maybe some vinegar. No, they're pickled beets, so they already have the vinegar. Okay. So I'm going to put the sauce in the container and put that away. That's why I love you, you silly. I am silly. I mean, look at this friggin' mess. Okay. Okay, my tub of sugary mustard ketchup. My kitchen somehow got worse since you saw it last. There's boxes now. What the heck? I'm going to go because I should eat before my stomach tries to search it. Okay, Chaos. Well, thank you for popping in. It's always good to see you. Okay, so that orange crushed cheesy jello thing is actually starting to set, which is good. Good stuff. Yes, so creamed beets. Let me see if my dad likes the ketchup sauce. Yeah. I have another important mission. What? Yeah? Awesome. Yeah, it's good. It is good. Enjoy the 50s odd food. Well, only one thing I'm making isn't cursed, so. So one of these hazelnuts is heckin' yum. Yummy. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to slice up some beets and put them in a pan, heat them up with some horseradish, and maybe I'll do some lemon juice. Freshly squeeze. Okay. So I'm going to heat this up in the microwave because having a slightly room temperature or slightly warmer citrus will express more juice. I have my pickled beets here. Oh no! There we go. Horseradish. Sour cream. So yes, my now warmed citrus. I'm sorry people aren't cleaning up after themselves. That is so, I don't know. I mean, they're staying there as a, as a helping them out type deal. You think they'd be doing extra to help around, not mess it up, right? That's some juicy lemons right there. Mm-hmm. The juice. The juice. I'll put those to the side. I'm going to get a little bowl for, well, yeah, I'll just put them in the pan, I guess, as I'm cutting them. Oh, I wish I had gloves. Yeah, it sucks ass. Yeah, I don't. Oh, they're slices. Okay, I don't need to chop them. Alright, I'm going to save some for my Newfoundland dish because pickled beets are traditionally served with most meals in Newfoundland. So, there we go. If you notice, I cut out the pits and removed the seeds on these so that I can just nicely squeeze that over here without having to pick out seeds. I say as a bunch of seeds that were buried in the depths come out of the woodwork to say hello. You may ask why I'm squeezing it upside down first, and that's to get the oils from the lemon peel into the flavoring. Lemon oil is very different, that has a different flavor than just straight lemon juice. So I'm going to heat that up on a low heat. And I'm going to stir in the sour cream at the end when I'm ready to serve because I don't want it to break. But I'm just going to reduce the vinegar and lemon juice so that it has a more of a caramelized flavor. This is some hot, fresh prepared horseradish. Oh my gosh, that was hot. Mom, the hot horseradish Dad got was freaking hot. Yeah, I just had a tiny pinch and whew, my nostrils. Okay, awesome. It's good stuff. Great on roast beef. If you have a little time, you have to teach me how to use cooking lines. Oh, it's pretty easy. You just like heat up like whatever you want in the pan. When it's cooked, you heat up really hot. Douse it with wine or alcohol, and then it will steam and everything, and then it reduces down and gets thicker. And once the alcohol evaporates, and then you have flavored food. It's really easy, really. You want to try a little bit?
Oh, the horseradish? Mm. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. Right?
Oh.
Is that insane? No, I wish I had some dill
Still.
to go in the creamed beets.
You can fish it out of the dill pickles.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
How long till supper?
Well, I put in the meatloaf for an hour.
Okay.
You think that's good?
Yeah. Holy smoly. That's crazy.
Whew.
And it doesn't even say it's extra hot. It's just like regular.
Nice, I like that brand. We should do that for the next roast beef. Alright. So I'm going to have dill from this. I'm going to add some pickle juice. Reduce that down. Get this stuff out of there to add some flavoring. Some garlic that's been pickled in there, so that's nice. Try a little bit of pickled carrot.
Whew.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, eh?
Killer. That's killer, killer, killer.
Okay, so I'm gonna reduce this with the garlic and stuff.
Can I have a small knife, please?
Small knife? Okay, here.
No, the other kind.
Oh,
Thank you.
so you're doing rice, wine, vinegar, tofu, and salad plus a sandwich of some kind? Nice, good stuff. So yeah, I'll just let this reduce and get flavored. Don't worry, I'm hungry too. Alright, let's check on the salad. Woohoo! Still jiggly, but it's setting up nicely, so I think it's set up nicely enough that I could do the strawberry parts on top. So this one I am going to do the ice cube thing with because it's a clear Jello. It doesn't have cottage cheese and pineapple in it. Okay. I can get all the ingredients for the choux paste ready that I will use after I have served the meatloaf and such. Huh. Have fun, Ben. Get the eats. Okay. So yes, I am now making strawberry jello. It's the same process. I know. For anyone just tuning in, I don't just make jello. Okay. My beets things is bubbling away nicely, so I'm going to reduce until that's thick and then stir in the other stuff, I guess, when it's time for dinner or breakfast or lunch or lunch or whatever this ends up being ready. So woohoo! I guess things are going to take longer than I had hoped for. I want to save my appetite, and I don't want to eat too much because chubby. So I haven't actually had Jello in years. Yeah. And now you get to have it in a salad. Woohoo. So my water is boiling, so that's exciting. Well, it's boiling soon, I guess. So watching water boil and watching beets boil is great. That is exciting. Meatloaf shall be cooking. So yeah, once I get this Jello made, I'm going to pour it over the mold and probably go for a cigarette, and then I don't know, maybe would you like to see me play a video game? Oh, I will be doing French onion soup on Monday. Aw, you cute, but we'll diet together. Aw, well, thank you. Yes. Yes. Look at this. Remember when I was like, that? Ugh. Yeah, well, hey, at least I'm not the one going out and eating fast food and fried chicken, okay? And sauce. To be fair, it probably has less calories than what I make on a regular basis, so. Yeah, I could do the thing with the VMU so I could play that game you gave me, Napa World. So, that'll be fun. Video games. Video games. Yeah, it seems like I get more viewers on the weekdays. Yeah, well, I guess everyone's out having fun on their Saturdays. All right, so get the shoe paste ready. Oh, all right. There's only a couple ingredients, so never mind. Maybe cleaning up the VMU will let Rayman save too. Yeah, we could try that as well. Yeah, maybe I'll play Rayman. I don't know. I never know. Watch this reduce. I know. I'm exciting, aren't I? Yeah, so tzatziki is usually made with yogurt, dill, and cucumber. It's in a container. Oh, it's thickened. Maybe it will. Yeah, I'll do it. Those VMUs don't have a lot of memory because they have all those capabilities with the little play pads. I actually never had those growing up because my dad always got the ones with like massive amounts of memory files, so I'm not used to not having that much memory or only being able to have one game on a VMU. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's definitely great for playing games like, Sonic and all that, where Sonic and Skies of Arcadia, where you need the VMU to actually get a lot of the stuff. It actually tastes nice. Okay. There we go. Something cursed. Maybe I'll do like a slurry to make this, like, thicken this sauce up. Yeah. It's reducing nicely. It smells really good in there. Oh, water boil. I swear it's usually much faster than this, but oh well. Hello. Sorry, not being very interesting. Do you have any plans for today besides work? Yes. So dill, beets, and sour cream is actually more of an Eastern European thing, but with the advent of canning and jarring stuff becoming so mainstream as a mass production, it came to be more popular in America. Yeah, definitely beets and sour cream is like a borscht, like an Eastern European borscht or like a German borscht, basically, type deal. And borscht is usually, that kind of borscht is usually served chilled. Sometimes it's hot. I don't know. Cold soup seems kind of weird at first, but it can be good. Like watermelon gazpacho is delicious. I made this chilled tomato consomme that was really good as well. Completely clear, delicious. Hello. So yes, the meat logs are in the oven. About 40 minutes left. Hopefully that's enough time. How long do you usually cook meatloaf for?
Depends how much meat's in it, but
I like the cast iron pans, and I heated the cast iron pans up before.
you mean the same ones Dad uses bread for?
Yeah.
Well, maybe 45 minutes, but I would test it.
Yeah. No, it's been in for 20, so I'll test it in like another 20. You'll be able to turn them around.
Were the eggs cold?
No, they were room temperature.
I would say it's the same timing as a well done roast.
Isn't Worcestershire basically fermented anchovy sauce plus other stuff? Yeah. Yeah, we were actually talking about that in the car today, funnily enough. Ooh, I should have added Worcester sauce to the meatloaf. Oh well. There we go. I just turned them around, so that's good.
Anchovies.
Alright, the sauce is reduced nicely on the beets, so I'm just going to try one for experimentation purposes, make sure everything tastes alright. No wonder, I plugged in the wrong thing for the kettle. It's actually really good. So when I'm ready to serve dinner, I'm just going to stir in some tzatziki and sour cream. And it'll be good to go. So now the kettle will actually heat up. What? I know. I plugged in the toaster instead. Okay, so get this thing out. Salad. So I think it's gelled enough that I can lay some strawberries on top of it without them sinking. So with getting Jello out of molds like this, you actually get like a warm, like a hot water bath and let it soak for a bit, just enough to unglue from the sides, and then once it's set, and then you flip it over and boom, you have fancy Jello salad. Hazelnuts and dried plums in my salad. Ooh, that sounds nice. Did you toast the hazelnuts? Okay, so for this thing, I just lay them out like this and do that. I didn't know that. I should have. Yeah, toasting toasting your nuts before putting them in the salad adds like such a better flavor to them for sure. Sometimes you can add like some maple syrup or something, candy it, you know. It brings out a lot better flavor. Sorry about that. My thing is smoking because all the beef juice is coming out, so I need to put a pan under it. You're getting beef puffs for dessert. Water's almost boiled for the gelatin, and that's that. some meat smokes. Sorry about that. Yeah, I gotta say, it's kind of funny that, so we got a new fire alarm, and that one actually says fire. There is a fire or something. Well, that's interesting. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. What?
Harshest cooking
At least it's not like the photo one where there's nothing you can do about it. Bleep. Mine just went off the other day when I was roasting chicken. Those juices will do it every time. Yeah, I have a pan underneath now. But I'm just stirring Jello. Woohoo. So I just need that to dissolve, and then the quick set method uses 2 cups ice cubes. So I'll be doing that method because I don't want to wait forever, and I don't want it to melt the other Jello. All the ice I have, so that'll do. That'll do. Oh my gosh, it's cold in here. I'll just stir these till they melt, and then I'll pour it over the other Jello. Various Jellos. Selection of cheese and fruit. I feel like this is like the 50s version of my like one of my cheese boards at this one place I work, because I would make fluid gels using agar and serve it with fruit and cheese, and this is like technically the same components as that, and I find that kind of funny. So yeah, it's pretty great. Melt. Melt. Yeah. Yes, the quintessential 50s housewife stirring Jello. ASMR? Anyone? It's not like you have a choice. Come in! Come in! Alright, that should be good enough. So, over here we go. Look, look, jiggle, 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 jiggle. So some of it kind of came up through it, and not a whole ton. So, there we go. Jello salad. So we'll put that back in the fridge, and hopefully it sets within a half hour or so. Oh, the door closed. Soothing sloshes and clacky. Ah. All right. Smoke time. But yeah, aside from the cream puffs, which I will do before serving all of this stuff because it's, you know, takes a while for them to cook. Pretty much done on everything actually. Well, you know, that's about 2 hours. It didn't feel like 2 hours. It felt a lot less than 2 hours. All right. So I'll just go outside for a cigarette because I deserve it. Yeah. So that's good stuff. I like 50s food. It's fun. We have used the beefs. We have finished the ceremony of sealing the long egg within the beef sweats. It now bakes in hellfire. So, yeah, I love that I turned cursed food into actual cursed, sort of actual cursed storyline. Looks great. That's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my salad. Oh, this is where my chair is covered in snow. So, get the other chair that is not. It's a lovely day out. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty chill. So, yeah, a lot of 50s food is pretty interesting. A lot of like that 50s stuff is the reason Jello became so popular in 50s food was because gelatin before that was not mass produced, and it was basically gelatin is made from beef bones, or you boil beef bones and you end up with gelatin, basically stock and stuff, but that's where gelatin comes from. So the gelatin in the bones thickens stuff, but it melts at room temperature. So unless you had access to refrigeration, you couldn't really have Jello, I guess, or jellied things. So it was considered, like, for the longest time, like hundreds of years, like anything using gelatin or Jello, what meant you were really rich, that you could afford an ice pit, or that you had trained chefs that were able to extract the gelatin in such a way that they could use it for jellied things. And gelatin's also used to create smooth mouthfeel in a lot of sauces as well. Pectin comes from fruit. Pectin comes from fruit, certain kinds of fruit, and is used to thicken jams. It reacts with the stuff in the fruit for thickening. Some fruits have more of it than others, so for certain jams you may add pectin to thicken it. Yeah, but gelatin, yeah, so eventually, due to